less than a 10 to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, focus reflected. Off the mirrors appear quick, ready from ear to ear. Craving and rating it grain, rekindling the flame. Close as she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and hopefully everybody had a fantastic weekend. Happy Monday to everyone. I'm having a good day today, having a good weekend. Went to Tulsa this morning for early lunch and then got back, so this is, didn't get a chance to prep too much for today's show because I've got, like I said, some great news coming up, or project that we're doing for the MC Sports Network that I think all of you guys will be excited about. I know that the 3 or 4 people that I've told about it have been, like, oh man, that's gonna be fantastic. So anyway, can't wait to share it. Got to wait to finish up and wait for one last little piece of it to get together, and then we will break the news to everyone. So that being said, the World Cup, I don't know if you got a chance to see it. I did not. I only watched the highlights. I did not watch the game yesterday morning, whenever it was, 5 a.m., between Spain and England, but I had predicted that I'd watch Spain play. Like I said, I woke up. Remember, I told you I woke up in the middle of the night and watched all of Spain and Sweden play, so I got a good look at them. I thought that they would beat England, and they did 1-0, even though England had their opportunities, and so did Spain. It should have been a higher scoring game than what it was. But at the same time, 1-0 Spain taking care of business, capturing their first World Cup. Sweden and Australia. Sweden took care of business over Australia 2-0 in the third place match, which, it's kind of like they said, getting third place is kind of like kissing your sister. And I agree. I agree with what Vince Lombardi said, a long time ago. There's first and there's everybody else. Whether you finish second or 100th, it doesn't matter. You didn't win. I know a lot of people take solace in being a runner-up or finishing second. I, however, do not. I believe that it's winning or not at all. I mean, that's a nice little, surprise, nice little thing. Said, we won second. So what? You didn't win. I don't. If you finish last, you didn't win. If you finish second, you didn't win. If you finish third, you didn't win. I mean, I know that's kind of a bad way to look at it. And the people at Cox did not like it when I when I said that, but I told them not to ask me that question because unlike them, I was brought up a winner, and it's win at all costs. You work your butt off. And if you lose, then you figure out what you did to improve, to get yourself better, to win, not to finish second again or not to finish third. To me, there's no, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but I don't really get any solace and any recognition winning second or coming in third. It's just not me. But anyways, congratulations to Spain ladies for winning their first World Cup. Congratulations. Sweden finishing third, if that's what you guys like. And England runner-up. Great match that it was. I got to see the highlights of it, the replay, I should say. I watched it, which I like a lot better because it goes faster, but did not see the whole thing, unfortunately, for me. But so congratulations to them. And then, of course, in NBA news, Sixers James Harden, his liar comment about GM Daryl Morey is being investigated by NBA. And basically what he had said is that if he signed his $35.6 million play option to opt in, that Morey would trade him. And Morey's deal was like, yeah, we're going to trade him for something that's kind of a value or something that we can develop. And nobody was willing to do that. And I saw this this tweet that said, it was a response to it, and it said that James Harden is like a woman that has, in her 30s, that has 3 different kids by 3 different baby daddies that still thinks she's everything, but she's not the woman that everybody wanted to smash 10 years ago. And that's true. I mean, it's, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but it was pretty much right on point, saying that he is not what he used to be, and yeah, everybody was all about him 10 years ago, but not anymore. It's just, and he just can't accept that. And I believe that he opted in on the 35 million because he knew nobody was going to give him 35 million. That's what I think. I think he was in the same predicament that Westbrook found himself in, is that, yeah, you're not who, your ego and your opinion of yourself and what everybody else thinks of you are not the same. So, that being said, I hope everything works out for James. But for him making it hard and being unprofessional, saying, I'm going to make it difficult at training camp because your management was, they got to do with your teammates. That has nothing to do with your teammates. That has nothing to do with the guys that you're battling for. Management does not play games. Your teammates play games, and so now you're going to make it uncomfortable. You're going to waste another year of Joel Embiid career because you're mad at Daryl Morey. I mean, James, how unprofessional is that? And it's really going to endear you to somebody. And like I said, everybody, the NBA was all over Dame Lillard for wanting to go to Miami. Well, why aren't you all over James Harden for wanting to go to the Clippers? Same thing, except that the Clippers don't want to give up anything for him, just like they did with Westbrook. We're not giving up anything. We're giving you $6 million. We're not giving up anything. We got enough issues as it is, and I don't think he would help them any more than he already does, except they do need a point guard. That's for sure. USA wins after being down by 16, thanks to Anthony Edwards, 34 points, and with it closing on a 29-5 run. And, it's so funny, when I turned on the game, it was 86-80 with about 5 minutes to go. And I was just like, what in the hell? Why are we losing to Germany? And then Anthony Edwards hits a three. Then comes down and hits another three back-to-back to tie the score, and the USA never looked back. And Germany started, Schroeder was taking jump shots and they looked tired. And the USA just made a run on them, and Mikal Bridges hit a big-time three after missing 2 previous attempts. But the USA was getting everything they wanted. But congratulations to the boys. They still, to me, don't excite me that much. I'm still worried about them. I don't think they have a correct lineup. I mean, Austin Reeves is there playing. I just don't. Instead of Jalen Brunson, they just don't do it for me. So, that being said, I'm joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor. What's up, Nate, with YNB? How you doing, bro?
Hey, Matt. What's going on, man? How are you?
Did you watch the game at all?
I didn't, man. I didn't get a chance to see it, no.
Yeah, I didn't either, except for the last 5 minutes. And, I just, I know they love Austin Reeves and all that, but it's just like, to me, Tyrese Halliburton should be in. Anthony Edwards should be in. Mikal Bridges should be in. Jaren Jackson should be in. Now, the question is, who is that other person, whether that's Austin or whether that's Brunson or whether that's, what's our guy's name? Ingram, whomever. They've got to find a fifth guy. And, they had, oh, God, what's our boy's name? I can see his face right now. Played for Milwaukee. Oh, man. Oh, my God, my mind just went blank. I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway, it seems like to me they're missing that fifth guy to really close the gap, because Austin's a good little player, but, against really good teams, he's going to get ate up, just like he does in the league. He's just going to get ate up. He can't. I mean, he's getting the maximum out of what he has to offer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, if you've got Anthony Edwards out there and you've got
Mikal, Jaren Jackson,
Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson doesn't need to be on the court.
Yeah,
Jalen Brunson doesn't need to be on the court. He can't shoot for the press.
He is not my favorite. I think he is a good spot shooter for, he's streaky. If he gets hot, he's in. But, it's just, they just seem like, to me, they have 4 and they're missing 1. And I don't know who it is. And according to Drew, it's probably Cam Johnson.
Austin Reeves.
Yes. But, Austin is, their best, I guess, point guard that they have. But to me, I'm going to take Tyrese Halliburton over him all day, every day. And then I just think you got to give me another guy there. But I guess Austin rights the ship from them not being athletic and playing out of control. I'm assuming that's why Steve Kerr, now they have him in there. So, but anyway, after being down 16, I was watching it. It was 86-80 with 5 minutes when I turned it on. And they went on a 29-5 run. So, But Anthony Edwards he's just a beast, and he's just getting better and better and better. So, but anyway, the top 10 matchups to begin the season. Here's what I had put down. They had some other things in there, but here are the games that I thought are 10 games that I really like. The Lakers and the Nuggets, that's something I definitely want to see. What about you?
Yes, absolutely. I love watching those two.
Yep, Suns and Golden State. I want to see that. The Heat and the Celtics, I for sure want to see that.
Yeah,
But is that going to have the same intensity since Marcus Smart's not there anymore, you think?
Probably not.
And Gerald Williams is gone now, too, so I don't think he's there with them anymore. So I don't know how that's going to work. Sixers and the Nuggets.
You talking about Grant?
Grant.
Williams?
Yeah, Grant.
Grant Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Sixers and the Nuggets. I want to see Embiid and Joker go at it. That's going to be that's something I want to see. Heat and the Bucks. Those two don't like each other. Two different contrasts and styles. So I definitely want to see that game. It's going to be physical. I want to see that game. In your top five, or any of these that you disagree with, or some that you'd rather have in there?
No. I think, I mean, on the lower tier, obviously, this is me being a homer, but I always like watching Thunder and Rockets. I know that's not a top 10 matchup, but, I just like beating the crap out of it.
Yeah, well, that's not a matchup game. I got us going against the Pelicans for that first time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be a good game.
Yeah, that's a game I want to watch. Sure. Yeah, I want to watch that. Wizards and Golden State. I definitely want to watch that because that's going to be. I want to watch that game for sure.
Yeah, Jordan Poole and Draymond might get in a fight on the floor.
I'm wanting to watch that game. I'm all about that game. I'm all about that game. Grizzlies.
The first time Poole hits a three in front of Draymond, he might punch him. I don't know again.
Yeah, because he's going to say something to him. That's going to happen.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we already know that's definitely something that's going to be said on that. Grizzlies and Pelicans. Ja, I think, is back for this game.
Is he?
I think he's back. I think that's like after this one. So I think that's his first game back. I wanted to watch that. Suns and the Lakers.
Always a good game. KD and LeBron.
Yeah, that's. Do you like the Suns Golden State or Suns Lakers better?
I like Suns Golden State better just because I like the style.
Yeah.
Better.
And then of course the Mavericks against the Spurs. Those two hate each other. So
yeah,
I cannot.
I think Wembanyama. I always want to see Wembanyama play, so that'll be a fun one.
How many games do you think he's going to play? 60? 55?
Probably 65. 60, 65, probably, hopefully.
Well, 65 is the minimum for him to get any kind of award, but they say they don't care about that. So if he plays less than 65, we'll see if they don't care. Okay,
yeah,
we're going to see.
Any other team, I would say, yeah, whatever, you're full of crap. But the Spurs, I really believe that.
Yeah, they really don't care. They really don't.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They care about winning championships. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about what people think. They care about winning. And so that's, Oklahoma City Thunder might try that mentality. OKC Thunder news, Ty Washington and your boy Garoba are gone.
I know.
They're gone. Now have 3 more cuts or trades to be made before the end of training camp. And, of course, they re-signed Lindy Waters to a 2-way, which takes up one of the two 3-ways they had left, which, to me, that makes no sense. Why did you cut him if you're going to bring him back? That made no sense to me.
Well, to get him off the guaranteed roster spot, maybe. My thoughts. I don't know. They did him solid by signing him to the guaranteed contract.
Well, he was guaranteed last year. He was not guaranteed this year, so they cut him, and he was still on the 2-way.
Well, but if it went past that date, wasn't it guaranteed? Wasn't it? I think because they cut him at the last minute.
Yeah, they cut him. They cut him and then brought him back a month later. And I think it's because nobody else wanted him. That probably has a lot to do with it as well.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
I think
You
it was.
know, you listen. You
I
can
think
laugh all you want to. Be a serious GM for a minute. Don't joke around. Would you sign Lindy Waters? Come on now, be
we're
honest.
not.
No, you're not.
We're not.
No, you're not
Probably
going
not.
to. Come on now. I mean, I like the kid.
Well,
He's from Oklahoma
here's the
State
thing.
guy.
Roster
He's an Oklahoma State guy,
flexibility
but
is
I'm
the
not. I'm
only
not.
thing that I'm saying.
Put it like this. I'm not
Yeah,
giving up what I have for him. Okay, I like the
I would
kid.
have
He's a
rather
good
seen him.
kid. I'm not. I mean,
Would have,
I've got other guys I want, but you know, you can't play everybody. So he's a good role player. He's not going to cause any issues. So from that point, yeah, he's a good bench player. From that side point, that's a good way to look at it.
he's gonna win the Blues some games. I promise you that.
He's going to do what? Yeah, the blue. What's that got to
He's
do
gonna win
with?
the
What's that
Blues.
got to do with
The
us?
Blues. Some games.
What's that got to do with us?
It doesn't. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that the blue don't help the Thunder.
No.
How many games you win at the blue don't got zero to do with the Thunder.
But here, if we're worried about the 18th guy on the roster making a substantial contribution, then we're not even close to being ready anymore.
No, what I'm worried about is you're taking away somebody's spot that can help us down the road. Is what I'm worried about. Because now
You're talking about minutes or spot?
minutes. Because remember, he
yeah.
played significant minutes in front of Josh Giddey and Aaron Wiggins last year. Significant
Yeah, but
minutes.
they weren't going to. I mean,
I know they were
playing
trying to
last year.
lose. I know they were trying to lose. I get that. Okay? I'm not saying that they weren't. I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is you're going to do the same thing again this year by putting him in the game. There's people who are not going to play. That he's going to take minutes away from him. And I'm like, I'm trying to win. I'm not trying
I don't think they're going to do that.
Huh? Go ahead,
I don't
Nick.
think they're going to do that.
I
just don't
believe
think
they
they're gonna
are.
play him.
If you're playing a two-way contract, you're playing. Now, there's 82 games. It's a long year. You got to play people. I understand that. So, and here is, and our first preseason game is October 9th, the day before my birthday, at Paycom against the Spurs, which, of course, Wembanyama probably is not going to play, and most of our guys are not going to play. If they do, they're not going to play very much, if at all. Then the 12th, we go to Montreal to play the Pistons. At the Hornets, Charlotte the 15th. The 17th, the Bucks at Paycom, home game. And then the BOK the following, the following Thursday night against the Bucks at BOK. So that's going to be good. But when you look at the Thunder roster, which is part of what my thing is, you got to figure it out, right? So you've got your guards.
I actually went through it today and narrowed it down to 15.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Can I read them off to you real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got guaranteed contracts. Bertans, Jang, Thor, Giddy, SGA, Chet, Isaiah Joe, Mikic, Poku, Kaysen Wallace, Jack White, Aaron Wiggins, and the 3 Williams. Had us cutting Oladipo, Trey Man, and JRE. And then we have an additional 2-way that I haven't filled yet.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I'll take that. So you're keeping SGA, Kaysen, Mitrick, Josh, Dort, Joe, J-Dub, Wiggins, Jang, Keontae, Jack White, McConnell, Lindy Waters, Poku, Kendricks Williams, Chet, and J. Will, and Bertans.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no issue.
J. Will, Chet, and Bertans be a nice 3-man big man rotation?
Yep. Keep all 3 centers. Your power forwards, you're keeping all 3 of those. Well, 2 of those. You're keeping Poku, Kendrick Williams. Those are your power forwards. So you're keeping both of them. And you might probably, Jang is just too small to move down there. And your guards, yeah, Trey Man. I think he's trying to trade Trey. I think Trey plays. I think Trey plays in the beginning because they're trying to get rid of him if they can't trade him before the deadline. I think they try to play him as much as they can.
What's Jack White? Is he a guard, power forward? What is it? Power
forward? Small forward. And they like him. I've watched him play. I'm just like, I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
Is he like a good defender?
He's a decent defender. He works hard. He's a more athletic Lindy that can play defense.
Okay. Can he shoot?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But I mean,
For the Flyers.
to me, I've like I said, my top 10 are SGA, Kaysen, Mitchell, Josh, Dort, Isaiah Joe, J Dub, Aaron Wiggins, Chet, J Will is my 10.
Bertans? You don't have Bertans at the 10?
No.
Maybe Bertans at 11?
Yeah, I've got Bertans at 11. My top 12 are SGA, Kaysen, Josh, Mitchell, Lou Dort, Isaiah Joe, J Dub, Aaron Wiggins, Chet, J Will, Davis Bertans, and I prefer Keontae over Kendricks Williams, but I believe they'll probably pick Kendricks Williams over him because he's a vet.
Yeah, I'd like to see Keontae get some runs.
Yes, and then I
like
like McConnell to be my third two-way guy because I mean if you're the two-time defensive player of the year in the Big Ten, we need stoppers. Okay, Jack White ain't gonna stop you. Yeah. Jack White's a nice little player, but he ain't gonna defend. And right now, when you look at the Thunder, like I tell people, the stats don't lie. Okay, you can come up with all the nonsense and you can sugarcoat it. You can come up with all you want to. But when the fourth quarter, when you're 22nd out of 30 teams, as far as giving up points, you got to do what? Defend. When you're 20th and giving up points out of 30 teams, as far as average points per game, you're going to have to do what? Defend. Those are numbers you can't ignore if you're going to win. You're third in scoring, so clearly you don't have a problem scoring the basketball. And that's a lot got to do with SGA because when you look at SGA at 31, let's say 30, Josh and J-Dub, let's say 20 apiece, okay? That's 70 right there. And then if you can get Chet, J Will, Isaiah Joe, that's another 30. So that's 100 points right there. Then, you know what I'm saying? That's another. So right there, you can give. That's if you can get 100 points out of your starters. Let's say you can get 100 points out of your starters, or at least 90. Then you should be able to get what? 30 points out of your bench. Let me see. Is that right?
Yeah. We had
30, 50, 70.
High-scoring bench last year, I thought. Weren't we 25, 30 points a day average on bench?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean. So if you can get, let's say 90 points, 95 points out of your starters, okay? And then that means, let's say if it's 95, then to get where you were before, all you need is average 23 points a game from your bench. And you should be able to get that.
You think they're going to give Poku some run at the beginning of the year to try to maybe see if they want to extend
I think Poku is going to play a lot. And I think that Trey Mann is going to play a lot in the beginning. That's what I think. You're trying to get rid of both of them.
Yeah.
And to me, Kendrick Williams, he's another guy you play to trade because Keontae is better than Kendrick Williams to me. No, because Keontae is the same guy. McConnell, they're the same guy as him, and they're younger, and they're more athletic than he is. So, yeah. I mean, they're the same guy.
You can keep Kendricks on the roster because he's got a good contract.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying to trade him. I'm saying to trade him. The guys I want to trade are Poku, Kendrick Williams, and Trey Mann. Those are the three I want to get rid of.
What about JRE?
JRE, I think JRE needs to go. I've been a fan of his, but once he got hurt and he came back, he has not been the same player. He can't jump. And if you can't jump and you're 6'9" and you can only shoot threes, you can only be a stretch four, but you can't rebound and you can't box out and you can't defend, then why am I got you here? Just so you can hit a three here and there in the spots? No. But anyway, what I'm looking at here is the stats don't lie. You got to be able to defend. And if you're 20th in the league and you won 40 games, if you're going to win 50, 55 games, you've got to up that by at least 5 points, which means you're going to have what? Some defenders who can defend the wing. You got to do that. And I think you're going to be better with Chet in the middle, helping you with that when it comes to that. I think Chet is going to make a huge difference defensively because, like I said, I like your idea of using him the way they used Ibaka. back in the day. So, but you still got
defensive
defended
rating.
3. You still got defended 3.
Just looking at defensive rating last year, I don't think we were that low. I think we were, let's see, 1, 2,
I'm talking about points. We were 15th in total defense, I believe. 17th,
yeah,
something like that.
total.
But I'm saying, giving up points, we were 20th.
We were, okay, all right.
Giving up points, that's not total, just giving up points. That's how many points per game you gave up, where you averaged.
14, is that right? 114? That's a defense rating.
Right. It was 100. We gave up, I had it up on the screen now. You're going to make me pull it back up. We gave up 116.5.
Oh.
Which is 20th. That's a lot of points. We got to improve on that, is all I'm saying.
Yes, absolutely. We do.
We got to improve on that. So if you do that, that's going to make a huge difference right there. But you got to be able to play defense. That's what I'm saying about getting rid of the people you're getting rid of. You've got the Big Ten, 2-time Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. So that's going to help you right there. You got Dort who can defend. You got Keontae who can defend. You got Kaysen who can defend. You got one of the best ball stealer, top-rated defender stealers in the nation and in the NBA and SGA. So you got defenders. But when you're putting in Lindy and you're putting in Josh, who I like Josh, but he's not the best defender in the world, okay? I like him. But defensively, he's not the best. Agreed?
Yeah, but you got to have him on the floor.
No. I'm with you 100%. You got to have him. But at the end of the game, yes, I want him. But right there when I'm making that run, sometimes, Josh didn't play sometimes at the end of games. Why? Because when you got to defend on the one end and it's a matchup situation, you already know they're going to go at Josh right away. So that's why I was saying that at the end of games you have SGA, Dort, possibly Jay Will, or go smaller and have Chet as your main guy in the middle. And then you go with a Kaysen or McConnell or something like that, or what's our boy's name? Aaron Wiggins, stuff like that. Or Wiggins out there. That's what I'm saying. That's to me, that's what you got to have. But to me, I'd rather have SGA, Josh, J-Dub, Lou Dort, and Chet, or either Jay Will, or Aaron Wiggins, and without Josh. One of those. Or either have Josh or J-Dub not in the game. One of those with Aaron Wiggins, so I can have 3 defenders.
Yep.
I mean, that's good.
My hope is that by the end of the year, Kaysen's replacing Dort. That's just my.
I agree 100%. I agree. To me, the people I would like to see gone, that doesn't sound right. But if we traded, that I would not be upset about. If you end up trading them, I'm not going to be, mad or anything about. Is Trey, Poku, Lou Dort, Kendricks Williams. Those 4 to me, I'm not upset about any of those 4 being gone.
No, I think a good way maybe to say it was, I know you didn't like the way you say it, but maybe the positions you'd like to see upgraded.
Yes. I'm not. Yeah, if they're not on the team anymore, I'm not upset. And I like Lou Dort, but I need somebody who is not going to cost me points on the offensive end.
Well, and if they are gone, then that means that's probably a good thing.
Yes.
That means your young guys are starting to develop.
And that means that you got some more picks.
Yep.
Where, kick on down the road. So, but anyway, that being said, we're going to take a little break and going to talk about the SFLC, the Santa Fe Family Life Center Fall Ball League starts September the 8th through October the 28th, Fridays and Saturday nights, first grade through high school boys and girls. It's an 8-game season, $350. Here is the QR code that you can do, or you can contact Gary at 405-476-5072, or you can email him at Gary@SFFLC, or Brandon.Jackson at SFFLC.com. $350, 8-game season, beginning, what's that? Is that 3 weeks from now? It's 3 weeks from now, isn't it? September 8th through October the 28th.
Yeah.
Fridays and Saturdays. And then,
Yeah.
of course, the Winter League starts after that. So it's going to be kind of crazy. So, but if you want to get a team in, contact them. I believe the deadline is the weekend of that Wednesday, the week, what is that, what, the week, the 1st? No, that would be the 30th.
Yeah, next week.
It's 30th. Yeah, next Wednesday, I believe is that. I got to call Gary and ask him when the date is so he can shoot that to me and find out. But anyway, we want to take this time to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, keeping us up, running, and moving. Thank you for guys over there, and contact my guy Russell Williford if you have any needs for computers, software, or website design. They can do it for you. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, hit up our guy Mark Longway. You can't hit him up right now. He's in Mexico. Our boy was at a fundraiser, and maybe may or not have had too many cocktails, and wrote a check for a vacation back in February to Mexico. I was like, didn't y'all just go? He goes, yeah, but we'd already did that back in February. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, he got a good deal on this nice 7-day, 6-night trip to Mexico. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro, if you have any needs for dirt or rocks to be moved, Greg and Max Nafee at Nafeco, and then, of course, Y&B, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, and a proud sponsor for us to support minority women and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. You can go to any of the locations that are written over to the side over here, 401 Elm, downtown Yukon, YNB East on the Parkway and 66th, YNB Mustang at 218 North Mustang Road, YNB Parkway, I-40 and Garth Brooks Boulevard, just south of I-40, just right there in front of the hospital. YNB Peoples on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. So, and then of course this coming Thursday, I know you're not gonna make it, Nathan, but this coming Thursday, why you laughing already, man? Celebrity Waiters Night. You want to have the best waiter in Oklahoma City wait on you? Hey, come on out and support Upward Transitions this Thursday, August 24th from 5:30 to 8:30. I am your man. 901 North Broadway. It's the Hideaway Pizza downtown. That's on Broadway downtown. You have guys from OU and OSU helping this great cause to raise money for Upward Transitions, which help the homeless transition from homelessness to apartments and housing. So, because these people do want to work, they just don't have the money to do all the deposits, and that's what they help with, is getting that up and going. Great organization. If you guys come out, I'd appreciate it. We usually have a good turnout, and this will be my 7th or 8th year. And Randy Wright at YNB, I do not deliver. Repeat, I do not deliver. Even though it's irrelevant for me saying this right now, he's going to text me anyway with his order that he has done every year for the last 7, 8, 9 years, however long I've been doing this. He does not listen well. I think it's because he's the boss, so he's not used to listening. He's used to talking and not listening. Do you think that's it, Nate?
I'm not going to comment. I'm going to comment. Well, I am going to comment. I'm going to say, by far the best boss I've ever had in my life.
Oh my God, dude! Really? Are you serious right now?
I'm serious. I'm serious. 100%.
Are you juicing him up? Are you serious right now?
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
I am dead serious.
Okay.
Dead serious.
Let's go to NFL news because I gotta move on after the nonsense you just spewed out there. In NFL news, the Patriots defensive back Isaiah Bolden is in good condition following a scary collision and being carted off the field the other day in the game. It was pretty scary. Reminded everybody a lot of, not quite of DeMar Hamlin, but like to me, it's like every time it happens, I think DeMar Hamlin. That wasn't the same. The dude was dead, and they revived him. That's not the same as being carted. You know what I'm saying? Not quite the same. Raiders and running back Josh Jacobs still are in limbo as season approaches, and I don't see any end in sight to that deal, and I just don't think it helps Josh Jacobs sitting out the year. I mean, dude, you're throwing, that's $10 million you're never going to get back. I say go ahead and play, and, but I also understand that, the chances of you getting hurt I weigh that. But at the same time, dude, I don't know. It did not work out. It worked out for Le'Veon Bell because he got the contract he wanted. That's money he left on the table, and he said that he would never recommend anybody doing it. That was a dumb mistake by his part. Buccaneers still have not made a decision on starting QB, even though Baker Mayfield didn't see the field the other day. And then, of course, they gave up some excuse. Well, the backup quarterback went down, and we didn't want him going with the third string lineman, but they put the other guy back in there. I'm going, okay. Did it make sense at all to you?
No.
It says to me that Baker Mayfield is not your starting quarterback. When you let the guy, he goes, well, we wanted to see him in a 2-minute drill and blah, blah, blah. And, and then, I'm like, really? So you had no desire of playing Baker anyway. You weren't going to play Baker. And so now the question is, in this last game, are they going to give Baker the start and give Baker the same opportunity? That is the $1 million question to me on what they're going to do. Because if they don't, then that tells me everything I need to know about Baker and that. But I do believe that once Baker got hurt, and I believe he should have had surgery. I don't think he should have came back and played when he got hurt. Was his second year or whatever, and he had that surgery, or he got surgery after the season, but he came back and played hurt. I'm like, he shouldn't have done that. Because he would have got his big contract that he wanted, but because he came back trying to be all tough, puffed up, I just think it hurt him, don't you?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then the Dolphins Tua felt good after throwing it. That interception, the first interception he threw in the opening drive, that was terrible. I don't know if you saw it, but I was like, wow.
I did.
That was a bad interception. But he did come back, and he did play well, so that had a lot to do with it. But anyway, when I was sitting here looking at the playoff predictions for the NFL, do you have any issues with this? And we talked about that today. Now that you've got a chance to watch a couple of games, do you like these or you dislike any of these?
I think I think we talked about this, I think wild cards in the AFC. Name those for me.
I've got the Chargers, Ravens, and Dolphins. But I got the Bengals winning the North, the Bills winning the East, the South is the Jaguars, and the West is the Chiefs. But I
think I would put Steelers in over the Chargers.
Well, my problem is that I like the Steelers too, watching Pickett play, Pickett to Pickett. But when I look at this, the Chargers and the Dolphins, both of those concern me. But I think the Chargers, if I had to take one out, I would take out the Dolphins. But like I said, I think they're gonna the North, they're all gonna beat each other up.
They are, unfortunately.
And I think the Browns has he still completed a back-to-back pass yet?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not sure.
That team is just and then, of course, in the NFC, the Seahawks, the Cowboys, and the Falcons, I still like all three of those picks. Because I watched Geno play the other day, and he just looks confident and relaxed, and they've got a nice squad around him too. So, and then the Cowboys, if anybody I would take out, it'd be them because I have no idea what the hell Dak is going to do. Do you? I really don't. I just don't have any idea what the hell he's going to do. I really don't. And then, of course, the Falcons. They're my sleeper team. I really, really like the Falcons. I know you don't really care about the Falcons that much, do you? But I really, really like them a lot.
I want to see isn't Bijan Robinson the draft him?
Yes.
Falcons. I want to see what he's going to do. I think he'll probably be pretty good, but we'll see.
He's looked really good thus far, and I've liked what I've seen from him thus far. But man, I'm just looking forward to seeing him play. He looks really good. He really does.
Uh-oh. Here he comes.
So I really like that. But I just when I look at it, I just don't know which teams I do. And then, of course, did we do the scheduling last Friday with the Cowboys and Eagles?
Oh, hey, so Randy just brought this to my attention. Let's see here. Best turnaround in the NBA going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder because of Lindy Waters. It's actually an article, but he adds it anyway. Did you cut me off? Did you throw me out?
No, I just started to put my face on camera, and I decided not to do it.
He just dropped. Sorry.
I mean, this is the thing, and we tease about Lindy, but I like the kid a lot, OSU guy, but I just want to win. I don't care about none of the nonsense. I want to win, okay? And he does not give us the best opportunity to win. But on the other side of that, he is a good teammate. He's going to be a good locker room guy. He's not going to cause any issues. You know what I'm saying? He's not, if any moments that he gets to play, he's grateful for. He's not going to be causing any issues or waves or anything like that. So in that aspect, yes. But you cut him so that you didn't have to guarantee his contract. And then you brought him back on a two-way. If you really thought he was everything that he is, why did you cut him in the first place?
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you. This article I just read.
I don't really want to hear it. It's nonsense.
Well, no, it's
nonsense.
It don't have
It's
nothing to do with.
nonsense. It's nonsense.
Well, it don't have nothing to do with Lindy Waters, so we just added that.
I know.
The actual article says out of 100 votes, the team most poised to make the biggest jump. And out of 100 votes, Oklahoma City's number one with 49 votes. So they're just basically, this is an ESPN article. They're saying that the Oklahoma City Thunder are the team to watch to make the biggest jump in the NBA this year.
Oh, I agree. I like our team, but at the same time, I don't think that like tomorrow we're going to break down. We're going to have what the NBA predictions. They don't even have us making the playoffs, as I told you the other day. They don't even have us making the playoffs. So how are the Thunder going to make a jump when you don't even have? They don't even have the NBA. They don't even have the Thunder being the 8th seed. They got Minnesota as the 8th seed. So
yeah, that's not happening.
I mean, I think that, like I said, Chet, if he is everything that the Thunder think he is, we're at 50 to 55 wins. That's where we are.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And if he is not, we're at 45 to 50 wins. Because the coach cost us 5 to 6, 7 wins last year on purpose. So we're going to see, like I said, coaching matters. So we're going to see what he does this year coaching-wise. We're going to see. And I'm optimistic to say, okay, we'll see what you do, big dude. We'll see what you can do. And I'm going to leave it at that. That's all I can say. But am I going to be there supporting him? Yes. Am I going to be there giving him the real analysis after the thing, after the storm? Yes. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to play games. We're going to be straight up and tell the truth about what happens. That's why we're called the Unpopular Hour, because we're not going to say sweet, nice things just because it's status quo. The truth is the truth, and we're going to say what it is, because thus far I've never lied to people, and I have been right. And like I said, I hope that I'm wrong about Chet. I don't believe I am, but I hope I am. I really do. I don't think I am, like I said, but we shall see. I know you got something to say to that. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever made a statement and actually thought you might have been wrong?
Yes,
ever?
Of course.
Really?
My deal is this.
I have yet to hear one, but
well, I'm gonna say this. You proved me wrong about J-Dub and Chet. I mean, J. Will and Chet. And I've given you credit for that analogy.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
My thing is this. I have my opinions, but I don't mind my opinion changing if you give me a better argument than what my argument is. I'm not saying that I'm the smartest or whatever, but I'm pretty good when it comes to evaluating and seeing the game of basketball. I'm pretty good at it. And so to me,
I wouldn't disagree.
I'm going to have my opinion on it. Now, if you can give me a reason or you give me a better analogy, then you break down your argument is better than mine, I'm going to take your argument. I am open to that because I want to constantly get better and learn. And if you're closed-minded and saying your idea and your word is the final no matter what, then you're an idiot. You have no room for growth because you're closed-minded. And if you're closed-minded, there's no growth. So I don't mind growing and I don't mind being wrong. But don't just run something nonsense out there. Yeah, I'm not going for that. But give me a legitimate argument. Yeah, I'm all about that. I have zero problem with that. Zero problem with that, with being wrong.
We're on the NFL. I was going to say this earlier. Just had no chance. You see the Chiefs quarterback room?
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? I've flashed in the past, a couple of them. Shane Buechele and who's the other one?
Blaine Gabbert. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Buechele went 10 for 10, and Gabbert went 7 for 8.
Yeah, Mahomes had the worst quarterback ranking in the room at 10 for 15.
Yeah.
But I say this, that jump out of bounds pass that he made when he jumped, and he was out of bounds, but he was in the air, and MVS missed the pass. And I'm like, dude, why are you see him floating and all the defenders are going, why are you, Patrick threw it where they weren't. Why, now if that had been Travis Kelce, he would have caught that pass. Because Kelce, as he sees the defenders going towards the sideline, he's not going to keep drifting towards the sidelines. Why am I going to not give him an angle to throw the ball? And I think that's been the disconnect between MVS and Mahomes is he doesn't give Mahomes, he doesn't see the, you know what I mean? He doesn't see, it's like, look, why? And he just kept floating and Mahomes threw it like right where everybody was floating, he's throwing behind him. It's like, then he stops after he sees the pass. Well, why are you following the defenders over there towards the sideline? Stop. And he'll come back, you know what I mean? But that was a hell of a pass. I mean, but the defender, but he'll talk to him because he's like, hey, dude, just don't follow. Why are you, get to an open spot. Do what Travis Kelce does. Travis Kelce will go up to defenders right there. He goes where the defenders are not. He doesn't keep going where the defenders are. Oh, man, I just, but anyway. But, yeah, that.
Don't you think that guy is going to revolutionize the position?
Well, to me, Travis, I don't like, Travis lately has become full of himself.
I'm talking about Mahomes is who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, Mahomes is another level, dude. He's old school with new school.
Better version of Brett Favre.
Yes. He's more, he reminds me more of a John Elway.
Yes.
John Elway. But at the same time is that he's constantly looking to throw. He's not, like he said a couple of times, he goes, my offensive line was blocking so good, I just wanted to get out of the pocket just to try to, do something, because the protection was so good. So that's interesting to see. But, yeah, it's going to be this year watching those teams, it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting to see what's happening with those with the NFL teams. Now, in the scores, did you watch a lot of the scores? Did you watch a lot of the games?
I didn't watch a lot of the games. I just watched a lot of the highlights. Yeah,
because I tell you what, Bryce, he looked a lot more comfortable. Daniel Jones looked really good. The Bengals and Falcons, Bijan Robinson. It's just, I don't know how many times he one-on-one. Didn't matter. They did not tackle him, the first guy. The Jaguars beat the Lions. I watched a little bit of that, not a whole lot. The Dolphins and Texans. The Dolphins, dude, they're scary good. Man, they're loaded offensively, but I'm just not sure about Tua. I'm just not. And then
you got to keep him healthy.
Yeah, and then the Bills and the Steelers, picket to picket, and that defense they got, dude, they are.
Good.
What's up, boys?
Hey, what's up, Ben?
Sorry, a little late. I lost track of time.
That's okay. But the Bills.
I like Flowermouth out there in Pittsburgh. I think he's going to be great.
Yep, and you're picket to picket.
Yep. Got to keep that fence building. Got to keep building on that fence.
Unbelievable. Missed you, Ben. Missed you. Then the Bears and the Colts. I did watch some of that. It was interesting that Richardson did not play at all in that
Yeah,
game.
and Jonathan Taylor went to the Eagles. What are the practices with the Colts? He got on the plane and went out there to Philadelphia. So it looks like he's joining them back.
Yeah, they need him bad.
They need something.
Yeah, the Buccaneers and the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird not seeing Baker out there. Honestly, just give him like a series or something. I don't know.
That's what we were just talking about earlier. Is that the coach said what he said was that the backup quarterback was gonna put Baker in there, but they wanted to see Trask in a 2-minute offense. So then the third quarter, the backup was automatically going to start, and then when he got hurt, he didn't want to put Baker. Not had warmed up in there with the offensive lineman on the third string offensive lineman. And so they left Trask back in there just to go ahead and finish out the game. That's what he said. I just don't think he had any plans of playing Baker anyway. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think he was going to try and give them each like a full game kind of thing, because they can work it out themselves and, like you said, get the 2-minute offense and different things like that. But I don't know. It's kind of a weird call when you really have no idea what you're doing with your quarterback. You probably want to get some reps.
Well, my thing is this: we're going to see what's going to happen, because if this next game this weekend, we're going to see if Baker plays. If he doesn't do the same thing with Baker that he did with Trask, you know what I'm saying? Is he going to give him the full time? So we'll see what's going to happen there. That's kind of how I foresee that. Titans and the Vikings. Man, I tell you what. The Titans defensively are strong. The Vikings, I don't know what the hell to think of them. I don't know how good they're going to be without Dalvin Cook. What about you, Nate?
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat.
I don't know how good they're going to be. I think they were more dependent on him than what they think. That's just me. Then the Chiefs and the Cardinals. Well, we were just talking about how the quarterback room, that Patrick Mahomes was graded the worst of all the quarterbacks in the Chiefs. The Chiefs
That's
room.
funny.
He is just. We've just never seen anybody like him.
Just taking a few chances, doing some fun things like that. I think whenever I jumped on, you guys were talking about that
jump pass out of bounds.
Yeah, that reminded me of like dodgeball move. Like when you get the ball, and you're about to go get them, and you jump over the line, and you go for it, or you hit it, you don't, and then that kind of reminded me of that. But it was creative. I like it.
Well, he's definitely creative. There's no question. MVS is the wrong person. They're just not on the same page. He's just not that kind of receiver yet. Patriots and the Packers. Dude, I like Jordan Love. He's not bad. Did y'all? I mean, he seems like he's okay.
He looks good. He actually, some of his throws looked like Aaron Rodgers-esque kind of throws. Like he was zipping it in there pretty good. He had a couple sidearms. He looked good though. I mean, I was really nervous for them, but if he can play all right, if he can, just like 60% completions, get 200 yards a game and like a touchdown and keep the ball away from the other team, I think they got a chance.
Well, that's the question. If he can keep the ball away from anybody else, that's the $1 question.
That's the tough thing with rookies.
Yeah, that's the tough things with it.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna see how that works out. I agree. And then of course the Broncos and the Niners, and I saw that first series with Russell. He looked really good. I don't blame him. I think they saw everything they wanted to see, and he was out.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have a good rapport. Wilson and Peyton out there. I think that's gonna be good, and that defense is still awesome too. So, but I did like what I saw to him.
Yeah, I was really impressed with what I saw. I agree. He's definitely turning back into the old Russell. Raiders and the Rams. The Raiders, Jimmy Garoppolo. The Rams are just terrible. I don't know. I don't know if any other. I mean, don't you agree, Nathan? I mean, they're just. I don't know how to judge another team against them. They're so terrible.
I didn't even know Brian Hoyer was still in the league.
I didn't either.
Good for him.
But you know what, though? All you got to do is
collecting checks.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that.
I'll take $4 million sit on the sidelines. Yeah, you can pay me $8 million.
Get a free lunch.
I'm good with that. I'm good
get
with
free
that.
lunch every night. Get a ride on the plane, hang out with the boys, get a free massage.
Yeah, your wife.
You're just hanging out.
Yeah, your wife can get her Louis bags and her Gucci stuff. So hey,
just
it works out
a few times a day, having a great time,
She's
going
fine.
over footage.
What's
Then
that
of
guy's
course
name from Missouri? Is it Missouri? What's the
I believe
Chase
so.
Daniel? Is that
Chase
him?
Yeah,
Daniel,
Chase Daniel.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like
him and
That guy.
Sam Bradford collected the most money for the least amount of time anybody in history. I think the only person that's
That's
going to beat them is
awesome.
Kirk Cousins. Cowboys and
Yeah.
Seahawks.
You said it's Cowboys Seahawks.
Yeah, I just man,
I didn't really.
I
didn't get
like
anything
hey,
out of
what
that one.
is I like Geno, dude. He is. I was telling Nathan earlier. He looks pretty good, man. I kind of
He
like
looks. I think he's
like
ranked
him.
15th quarterback in the league. I think that's way too low. I think he should be way higher than that. I like 15th quarter. I think he's way better than that. But I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, who you got in there?
Well, I mean, I don't have I have. I mean, we went over our list. What was it, a couple weeks ago? I mean, I got like Rodgers, obviously. Like I got. Hold on here. Let me grab it. I got it right here.
You got Mahomes, you got Rodgers, you
Yeah.
got Burrow, you
Allen.
got Allen, you got Herbert, you got Hurts, you got Dak,
Lawrence.
you have Kirk Cousins, you have Trevor Lawrence.
I don't think Kirk Cousins is better than Geno.
Oh, Kirk Cousins is better than
What about
Geno.
Matt Stafford?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Stafford's better than Geno. I don't think Tannehill's better than Geno. I don't think like Baker or anybody like that. I really, honestly, Dak and him are pretty close on my list. I might have Dak edging him out just a little bit, but it's only because the roster he has around him.
Dak and Kirk Cousins are the same quarterback, except that Dak is more athletic. Well, not as anymore because he can't run.
Before he folded up like an accordion.
Yeah,
but yeah.
So I mean, I still like Geno. Then of course the Saints and the Chargers.
Yeah.
Man, preseason tonight, your Ravens and the Commanders. Dude, can we petition them to get rid of the name Commanders? That is.
They already have over 90,000 signatures on their thing for it to change the name back
to something else. They can't change it back to the Redskins.
Yeah, I don't think they can go back to Redskins, but it was a petition I saw, and there's over 90,000 names on it. And that was like last week.
They may be able to go back to the Redskins if. Well, no, that's derogatory. They're not going to go back.
Yeah,
to the Redskins.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a weird one.
It's derogatory. But yeah, they need. I like the Washington football team better than I did the Commanders.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that was, but that just tells you ownership. It means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It really, really does.
I think honestly, there's not very many coaches that could stick around through that whole fire like Ron Rivera has. I think he's a respectable guy. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's a good guy. I don't know if he's the best coach, but I think he was the right guy for the job, just to take these, friggin' beatings for everything that they've been done wrong, at the top of the list there.
Yep. And
feel bad for that.
Yeah, here are my games to watch, and then of course we're gonna break them down even further later. But the Chiefs and the Lions, I just want to watch that because it's just gonna be the first game. I just want to see how Mahomes does. And the question is Chris Jones going to be playing? That's going to make a huge difference. The Bengals and the Browns, the more I look at it, I don't know how much I really want to watch that. I mean, I at first, when I first made this list, I really wanted to see it because of the Browns defense, and I thought that, Deshaun's going to be something. But after hearing what Nathan told me about him not completing 2 passes in a row, that kind of scares me now. The Niners and the Steelers, for sure, I want to see that one. I want to see the Dolphins and the Chargers, for sure. I want to see that. Eagles or Patriots, I just want to watch Bill Belichick against Jalen Hurts. I definitely want to see that. Cowboys and Giants, that's just always a C. And then the Bills and the Jets. Those are the ones. But if I had to rank them, I would probably do Steelers, Niners 1, Bills, Jets 2, Dolphins, Chargers 3, Cowboys, Giants 4, Raiders, Broncos 5.
I'm with you.
Probably about right. That's probably about right.
But I definitely want to see the Niners and the Steelers because that's going to be an old-fashioned slugfest.
Oh, yeah, 2 great defenses going against each other.
Yeah, that's going to be a slugfest.
Fantastic.
And the difference is the Niners have a better offensive coordinator. That's the difference. But those are just my odds. We're going to, of course, those will not be the same by the time we do this in a couple weeks. So,
yep.
Looking forward to that. Now, we did not do the Cowboys and the Eagles schedule last week, did we, Nathan?
Cowboys and Eagles? I don't think so.
With over under, we didn't do that. I don't think.
No, we
Did we do it on
the,
Friday, Ben? Did you come on Friday?
Yeah, we didn't do those.
We didn't, did we?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we were going to. I think we just kind of ran a little tight on time.
Yep. Okay, September, the Giant. I got the Cowboys over under is 9.5. I've got them at 11-6. Okay, that's what I have them. At the Giants, first game. First game, guys. Giant at the Giants.
They're gonna split.
So that's a L.
Yeah, they're gonna split. Whoever's at home is gonna win. Just like I think with the Steelers, that whole division, the same thing. They're gonna do the same thing here.
The Jets at home.
Loss.
Man.
Yeah, loss.
Yeah.
I think they could be 0-2 very easily because Aaron Rodgers owns them. At the Cardinals.
You better win.
Patriots at home.
Ooh, that one's gonna be interesting.
They should win that.
Yeah,
Hope so,
they should win that.
But
I like Bill.
Then they go at the Niners, at the Chargers.
Those are 2 losses in a row. They're gonna be looking tough.
Yeah, I think so too.
They could be 2-4 after first 6 before the bye, very easily. They could be 2-4. Then of course they come back out. They have the Rams
To win.
at the Eagles.
Loss there.
I'd say that's a loss.
Yep. Giants at home. That's the win. You said they're gonna split. At the Panthers.
Yep. Oh, at the Panthers. Ooh, the Panthers team's gonna be a little interesting. I do think Cowboys win that one, but
They should.
Cowboys.
Yes.
Yeah, Panthers are gonna be interesting.
Yep, I agree.
I go with winning though.
Commanders home.
They'll split again.
They'll beat the Commanders at home.
Yeah, at home they'll win.
And then Geno's Pizza, is he delivering or not?
Oh, he's always delivering, man.
So you're
Postmates.
taking the Seahawks?
Yeah.
You're taking the Seahawks over Dallas in Dallas?
Yeah, I think Geno's a better quarterback than Dak.
Okay.
I'm
What about you,
taking quarterback play
Nathan?
on this one? I think the Cowboys are kind of in a little bit of disarray with everything that's going on. I feel like Zeke was a big part of their team and their heart. Lost, there's different things like that. I think they're gonna have to figure it out. They're gonna have to figure it out. He's a locker room guy. I'm not saying he's their best player. I'm saying he's just a locker room guy. He's a guy you want to sit next to in your stall and talk to and support.
I would say the other way. I think he's a bad locker room guy because he comes in overweight and just.
That was wild. Everybody says he's so funny.
Okay, I've never been there. I don't know the guy, so I'll defer to you on that.
I don't know him either. For the record.
Okay, then y'all are bad. Eagles at home. Win, right? I said y'all split that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think the Eagles are going to be better than you think. I'm going to go with a loss.
Wow.
2-2 against the Eagles.
Wow, okay.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
I think Eagles are good.
Then they go to the Bills
Loss.
and then to the Dolphins.
Loss.
Yeah, Bills, Dolphins, both losses.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, y'all are tough. And then the Lions at home.
That could be a loss too, but I guess I could go with a win on that one.
And then to close out at the Commanders.
I'll be nice and give them a win there, but I still think they're going to split. But
yeah, I've got them at 7-10.
yeah, I got them at 6 I got them 6 wins. Ugh.
You guys are high.
6-11.
Ugh.
Dude, that's a tough.
So y'all are saying with that defense, y'all are going to give them 6 wins.
I think they have the best secondary maybe in the league, but I don't like the middle. I don't like any of their stuff they got going on. I don't like who's calling plays there. So there's just a lot of things I think going to that
So
one.
you're taking the under 9.5.
Yeah, I got them at 6. 6.
Wow.
At 6.5, that'd be a tough debate for me.
I don't necessarily think it's a reflection on them. I just think it's a reflection on the schedule.
No, yeah, that's got to be the toughest schedule in the league by far.
I think they're going to win more games. And no, it's not the toughest schedule, but I think they're going to win more games than what you think. Then the Eagles, their over-under is 10.5, okay? They start off at the Patriots, as we talked about that.
Yeah.
So I think that's
probably
an L.
Yeah, Bill's gonna have so much like things. Who was the
that-
quarterback a couple years ago? Whenever he's like, it's like there's ghosts out there.
Yeah, when
Like,
he
'cause,
plays
like,
against those first year
Oh, that
guys,
was,
he's ridiculous. Okay.
that was Sam Darnold.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, he just those, first couple years guys that he tears them
Tears them
apart
apart.
sometimes.
He does.
Yeah,
Vikings at
Yeah,
home.
but Jalen Hurts is better than that.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter who it is. He's ridiculous. Vikings at home.
That's a win.
yeah, that's a win.
At the Bucks.
Win,
Commanders at home.
win,
That's a win.
At the Rams.
win.
That's a win.
At the Jets.
L.
I'll go with loss on that.
And then Dolphins at home.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good game at home in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I would say split on that one. I'd say split.
Yeah, that'd be good if they could.
So,
I'm gonna go with. I think they win that one if they lose to the Jets.
okay. Commanders at home. At Commanders. I think they lose that game.
I think it'll be close, but
Yeah, but here
just because at Washington, I'll give them a loss.
yeah,
there.
here's when their schedule gets ugly now. They have the Cowboys at home.
I get
Yeah,
you right on that one. I can't-
Yeah, we're splitting.
Splitting
That's
this
my
win.
guys.
Then they go to the Chiefs.
Oh man,
Ooh, that's a loss. That's a
Mhm.
loss.
Yeah, and then they have the Bills at home,
loss,
the Niners at home,
loss.
and then at the Cowboys. And
Yeah,
then
I'm splitting there.
yeah, it's a loss. And then at the Seahawks.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting too to see where both these teams are sitting
Yeah,
at that point.
that 6-game stretch they got there is going to be ugly. Cowboys at home, Cowboys on the road, at the Chiefs, Bills and Niners at home, and then at the Seahawks. That's
Yeah,
going
and
to be
at Seattle.
At
Is
Seattle.
tough. That's tough. That changes it for me. I got Gino winning that one.
yeah. That's that 6-game stretch.
Go 17-0.
No,
Seahawks? Yeah, they might.
oh my God, stop it.
17-0.
Okay, you guys need to stop it now. Y'all are, well, I don't know, whatever y'all smoking and drinking, y'all need to stop it. It's early now, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then, of course, the Giants at home,
I got to win.
The other one.
and then the Cardinals at home,
Win.
One.
and then at the Giants.
Split.
Loss.
Yeah, I got them a split there.
So I got them 11-6, and you guys have them at
I got 10-7 here.
I got 11-6 as well.
yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with both of those. I mean, it's going to be good. I'm really
They
liking
could go 0-6 in that stretch. I mean, they really could.
it. Easily.
We don't think they will, but they could.
Yeah,
And,
I mean,
they play Kyler towards the end of the year, right? So he should be back.
yeah,
and
Kyler
healthy.
will be back. Yeah.
Yeah, so that might change one game a little bit. You never know. He can pull some things out of a hat.
Yeah, plus he's on. I think no matter what you say, he listens to social media and he sees all the crap that's been said about him. And
Oh, yeah.
and the whole thing is that he's gonna have, if he hasn't already made a decision on how to change,
Heart monitors.
his
He got
look.
tore apart. He got
as
tore
far-
apart for wearing that thing.
Yeah, but on top of that, he's got to study. And he says,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is not, I mean, but it's hard. He never lost in high school. Basically lost, one game in college?
I mean, he never lost at baseball either, really.
Yeah, so, I mean, the guy doing that, the quarterback, now studying, but this is the NFL. They're bigger, stronger, faster, smarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, just the smart, the smarts behind the coaching and
Yeah.
all the things like whenever you're not taking the time to do it, and somebody else is. Like that's ugly
I mean,
situation.
when you look at Mahomes and how much he studies, it's insane. Look at some
Yeah,
of them, but the level of excellence and where they're trying to achieve clearly are two different things. But we'll see if Kyler
Yeah,
can.
he has his wife, quizzing him and stuff. It's like he's
Well, no,
dedicated.
that was Mariota's.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That wasn't Mahomes' wife. That was Mariota's wife.
Oh yeah, she's getting bashed too.
Yeah, she.
Mm.
Mariota is just,
Made to kick his brother off.
Yeah, he's.
Oh my gosh,
Who are you talking about?
Mahomes.
Oh yeah, I was talking about Mahomes. Now Mahomes' wife doesn't do anything with him studying. She
hangs out.
makes him go study. Hey, don't you have stuff to do? What you doing?
Get her in that
You got a
paycheck.
game, bro? I thought this is what your goal was, which is what wives do. You know, hey, I thought your goal was to be the best. Why you over here? You get your butt in the get your butt in that room over there. Yeah, we'll see you again in March or in February or whatever it is.
I'll see you in 6 months.
See you in February. I'll let you in February, bro. But anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about? I gotta get to the gym. Nathan,
No,
Ben,
no, I'm good.
I think I'm good, brother. Sorry I was a little late.
That's okay. All right, well, we'll get together tomorrow. I'll be at the barbecue place tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then.
Man.
Sounds good. Cheers, fellas. Have a good one.
Appreciate you. That's my guy Ben Dillman, High
All right,
Stick
see you guys.
Harry, and our guy Nathan Taylor of YNB. That being said, everybody have a fantastic day. Stay dry.